All right, so my camera went out. So anyway, it's time for my swallow test to make sure nothing's leaking. So, and at this point, I'm nauseous again. So they wheel me down, and I got my bucket in my hands, and I'm moaning and leaning over it, and trying to find some relief. And you're nauseous, and you're at the verge of throwing up, but you just can't. That's the worst feeling ever. I hate that feeling. So they wheel me down to get my x-ray. They make me drink that nasty stuff, boy, and I try to gulp it down in 2 gulps, and and I got my arms up and I'm trying to hold it down, but it's like just on the edge of coming back up. But they finally, they got what they needed. And as soon as I sat down in that wheelchair, I got my bucket, all came back up. And it's all black. What I drank was clear, but this is all dark black blood, and that stuff that I swallowed made me throw up even more. It was so nasty. It was so disgusting. It just, it just came up and came up and came up. Thank God at this point, what I didn't tell you guys was everything that I took to the hospital, there's 2 things that I used. I used my hairbrush, well, 3 things. I used my hairbrush, I used my toothbrush, and I used my toothpaste. That is it. I stayed in the hospital gown the whole time. And this is because every time I dry heaved or threw up, I wet myself. So I just stayed in the hospital gown with no underwear on, had the hospital gown out in the back so I wouldn't pee on that, and I would just pee on the pad, so I would just have to get up, change my pad, go into the bathroom. They had their little cleanser spray there, spray that on me, had my husband wipe me down, and went back to bed. I didn't need anything except for the clothes that I wore there, I wore home. That's it. I needed nothing. I didn't use my phone. I did nothing. So I'm glad I packed light and in the first place, because I knew I wouldn't need anything. So they're wheeling me back upstairs to my hospital room, after I'm done dry heaving, still feeling nauseous. At this point, my anti-nausea medication has worn off. So I'm just hitting the pain button to get some kind of relief any way I can. At this point, I think maybe it's 3 o'clock maybe. Some hours have gone by, and I still haven't gotten a word as if I can drink anything. So still, this is Thursday evening, 3 o'clock. Still haven't had anything to drink. And I'm dying here. I really needed something to drink. I would wash my mouth out with that cotton thing and spit it out, but I wasn't gonna drink unless they said I could, so I didn't. 4 or 5 o'clock rolls around, and my doctor comes in to check on me, and he sees me hovering over my puke pail, and let me tell you what, he tended to me first. He's very sweet doctor. I love Dr. Gandhi. He's awesome. He tended to me, asked me what was going on, told me that being nauseous sometimes happens to people. It's not common that it carries on this long, but he has had cases where it carries on for 2 weeks. He says sometimes it subsides in 2 or 3 days. I've seen cases where it went on for 2 weeks, and he said I even seen a case, very rare case, where the nausea went on for 3 months. He's like, I'm guessing in your case, you're gonna be a week or so. And he said we're gonna try to get you as comfortable as possible. He looks at my chart, seeing when the last time that I had my anti-nausea medication was, goes to the nurses and flips out on them. And not in a mean way, but he let them have it. He said, I see that she hasn't had her anti-nausea medication since 7 o'clock. He's like, you're supposed to give this every 6 hours, and now here it is, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you think this is good nursing? Do you think this is the way we keep our patients comfortable? He's like, what's going on here? He's like, this is not good nursing at all. I was like, you go get him. You go get him. So he prescribes me, seeing that the stuff that they had me on wasn't working. He prescribed me a different anti-nausea medication. And then, you know, he comes back in, he proceeds to tell me that he's going to change my medication. I can now start drinking and chewing ice chips and drinking my broth, and you know that my swallow test was good, that my sleeve went perfectly, said it was a perfect sleeve. He said internally everything's fine, you're just having a bad reaction to it. So I'm like, good. You know, I was happy to get some ice and some water. So the nurses take another hour to give me my anti-nausea medication because I don't know, they had to order it and get it from the pharmacy and whatnot, but it took another hour. In the meantime, now they've taken my pain pump away, and they've given me liquid pain medication. Okay, I'm feeling nauseous, and you're giving me liquid to drink, giving me something to drink with a strong chemical medicine taste. Okay, all right then. So finally, they haven't given me my pain meds yet, because I pushed that pump one more time before they unhooked it. So an hour later goes by, they come up with my new, let me see if I can read the name of it, I don't even know. My new anti-nausea medication. I can't even say the name of these pills. Metocorla, I don't even know. I'm not even going to try. They give me my new anti-nausea medication in my drip finally, which actually gives me a little bit of relief. It actually helps. After about 5 minutes, I get laid back. I'm like trying to fall asleep. They come in with my cup of pain meds. I drink that down. It was hard to get down, but you know, I stayed down this time. So, you know, I'm actually good. I actually fall asleep for about 4 hours. They come in, you know, wake you up, all that, blah, 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 blah. So, about 7 hours later, I start to feel nauseous again. Now, they're supposed to give me this medication every 6 hours, not wait until I start feeling sick again, but of course, they did again, and I had to ask for it. I said, I'm starting to feel nauseous again. You think I can have my anti-nausea medication? And they like check to see what time it is. Oh, yeah, we'll get it for you. So an hour later, they finally bring it to me. And at this point, I'm feeling sick again. I feel like I gotta throw up. So this is sometime in the middle of the night, Thursday. I'm not really sure when. So they bring me my anti-nausea medication, and they bring me my pain medication right behind it. So she gives me the shot, and then she tells me to drink this. I'm like, okay, you know, I drank it last time. It was hard, but it stayed down. So I take a couple swigs of it, try to choke it down, and nope, right back up. And I just threw it right back up. So they're like, well, we'll just, you know, that all came back up, so we'll just try in a couple more hours to give you your pain medication. I'm like, you know, at this point, I'm like, whatever, cool. I just want some relief from being nauseous. So I fall back to sleep for a little while because I'm, you know, the nausea subsided a little bit. I'm able to get some rest. And I think it's like Friday morning, maybe like 9 o'clock. Um, the doctor comes in to check on me, tells me I can go home today, so everything looks good as long as we can get the nausea under control. And I told him I had thrown up my liquid pain medication because, I was feeling nauseous. So they switched me to pills. Um, so, he talks to me and goes through his whole spiel again about how, this isn't common, and he's like, my surgery went really well, it looks really good, you're not leaking, your vitals are good, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. And he's, looked at my chart again and saw once again they were behind on giving me my anti-nausea medication. So, he goes out, talks to the nurses. I didn't hear what he said to him this time, but, they come in, they give it to me, and they give me my pain pill, because I told him I threw that up. He said he'll put me on a pill since I can't keep that down. And actually, that was the last time I was nauseous. That was probably like 9 o'clock in the morning. I got released at 3, and I made them give me another shot of anti-nausea medication before I left. I said, you think you can give me a shot of anti-nausea medication? I have an hour ride home. I don't want to all of a sudden become sick in the middle of a car ride. And they're like, yeah, we'll, give you that. And they prescribed it for me for at home. And I took it faithfully every 6 hours with my pain meds just to make sure. But thank God that one time that I puked it up after I swallowed my, after I puked up my liquid pain med, that was the last time I was sick. So, oh, praise God. That was the worst. No, it wasn't the worst. The worst experience I had in the hospital was when I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and I was nauseous for the whole 2 weeks. So Cameron went out again. I'm home now. I'm doing really well. No more nausea. I haven't had my nausea medication since Saturday. So I've been home for 5 days, and I'll give you my stats now. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy in Rochester Regional Health in Rochester, New York, under Dr. Gandhi. My highest weight was 252. My pre-surgery weight right before surgery was 227, and my weight today is 222.4. So I've lost some weight. I haven't calculated that up in my head, and I'm not going to. I'll leave it for you guys to do. So now I'm just working on getting my my protein in, my fluids. So I'm just on full liquids right now for the next 2 weeks until I go see Dr. Gandhi. The pain is really minimum. I only really get in a lot of pain if I'm up walking around too much or trying to do too much. Like I tried to do the dishes yesterday and I had to have my son come help me sit back down because where they pulled my stomach out, I'm guessing, is like super sore. And it started burning. And I'm having like a kind of a back pain back by my kidney. So, but that's kind of corresponding to where that suture is, to where they pulled my stomach out. So I'm hoping that that has something to do with that. I'm sorry, I'm all like stuffy still. So I'm doing good now. I don't regret it. The 2 days of pure torture is still all worth it to me. And that's what I just kept telling myself. I'm like, this is going to pass. You're going to get through it. It's going to pass. Thank God I didn't have it for 2 weeks like he thought maybe I would. That it was just, I really think that I had to get that blood out of my stomach, because once I started just dry heaving, like clear foamy stuff, the nausea started subsiding. Once I got all that blood out, I felt better. So, Oh, thank God. Thank God. That is the worst pain to me, is feeling nauseous. I hate it. Okay. So that's my story time, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. I hope you enjoyed my journey in the hospital. Um, yeah, that's it, I guess. Hopefully I can get this video up right away, because I've been having technical difficulties with uploading my videos, and it's taken me like a whole day to upload it. That's why I'm not uploading as frequent as I used to, because I just get frustrated and I'm like, forget it. You know, so a couple of shout outs, I guess I want to give. Britt Brat, you're looking amazing. Chemistry Queen, you too, girl. You're rocking. You're looking awesome. And thank you for the hauls that you do. I really enjoy those. Thamio, you're doing a great job, girl. You know, hang in there. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Do you. Who else? Sleeve Queen, thank you for all the recipes that you do. I really enjoy them. I love watching your channel. You're awesome. Jody, you're awesome too. You're looking amazing. Keep up the good work. You're beautiful. And to everybody else out there who has gone through the process or is going through the process, don't get discouraged. Don't get defeated. Don't regret your well, I don't say, you know, you feel how you want to feel. If you want to regret your decision, that's up to you. Don't go into surgery lightly. It is surgery. It's major surgery. There are health risks along with benefits, but there are major health risks, including death. So weigh your options and make sure it's something that you're willing to risk. I was willing to risk death. I told myself, if I don't wake up, then I'll be with the Lord. I won't wake up. You know, I kissed my family, told them I loved them and how much they meant to me, like it was the last time I was going to see them. Surgery is not to be entered into lightly. That's all I have to say, you guys. Have a good day. Bye.